The 24-hour urine cortisol test is highly sensitive. If you make even a minor error during the collection process, the laboratory cannot use your sample, and you will have to repeat the entire procedure from the beginning. Doctors rely on this test to diagnose conditions like Cushing syndrome. By tracking your urine output over a full day, episodic, your levels can fluctuate by as much as 50% from one day to the next. A complete 24-hour baseline gives your doctor the accurate, stable average they need. Before you begin, gather your supplies. You will need the large orange container provided by the laboratory, a smaller collection hat or cup for the toilet, a pen, and cleared space in your refrigerator. Think of this collection as a strict scientific experiment in your own home. By following the precise steps we are about to cover, you protect your biological data and ensure your doctor has the exact numbers required to make a proper diagnosis. Step 1 begins well before collection day. Your body holds on to certain chemical interferences for weeks, so you must start clearing your system early. This timeline chart illustrates your required preparation window. At the 14-day mark, you must stop consuming all natural licorice. Licorice root, often hidden in herbal teas and imported candies, causes an artificial spike in your urine cortisol that takes at least 2 weeks to clear. As the timeline moves to the 7-day mark, you need to speak with your doctor about pausing steroid medications. This includes cortisone pills, asthma inhalers, and even steroid skin creams. Never stop these medications on your own. Always get your physician's approval first. At the 48-hour mark, you must completely eliminate alcohol, which activates stress hormones. You also need to stop taking biotin, often labeled as vitamin B7 or vitamin H, in hair and nail supplements, because it actively interferes with the laboratory's testing equipment. Finally, review your diet for sodium. You do not need to restrict salt severely, but you must avoid high-sodium meals, like fast food or processed meats. A heavy salt binge can artificially inflate your urine cortisol results by nearly 50%, creating a false positive. By methodically clearing these biological variables from your system, you guarantee that the laboratory measures your actual natural cortisol rhythm, rather than a chemical reaction to your diet or supplements. Because cortisol is the hormone responsible for your body's fight or flight response, you must tightly control your physical environment on the day of the test. You must entirely avoid intense physical exercise. Activities that make you breathe hard or sweat heavily, like jogging or going to the gym, directly command your adrenal glands to release more cortisol. Treat your collection day as a designated rest day. Aim for a normal 7 to 8 hours of sleep the night before, and try to avoid high-anxiety situations, arguments, or stressful deadlines while you collect. Hydration requires careful balance. You should drink a normal amount of water, specifically targeting 6 to 8 glasses spread evenly throughout the day. This bar chart compares normal and excessive fluid intake. If you drink more than 5 liters of fluid during the 24-hour period, the high volume dilutes the sample and creates a false positive cortisol spike. You cannot drink your way to a better result. By strictly controlling your physical stress and keeping your water intake within the normal range, you successfully isolate your baseline cortisol levels from any external triggers. Let's walk through the exact steps for collection day. On day 1, wake up at your usual time. Go to the bathroom and urinate directly into the toilet. You must throw this first morning urine away to empty your bladder and start fresh. Immediately write down the exact date and time you discarded that urine on the jug's label. This specific time marks the official start of your 24-hour clock. For the next 24 hours, the rule is absolute. Every single drop of urine must be caught in your small collection cup and then carefully poured into the large container, which must be kept continuously refrigerated. If you have a bowel movement, you must urinate into the collection cup first to prevent stool from contaminating the sample. If you wake up during the night to use the bathroom, you must remember to collect that urine as well. Pay close attention to your laboratory container. Many of these jugs contain a chemical preservative like acid. You must never rinse the jug out, dilute it, or empty it before use. Because of these chemicals, pour your urine into the jug slowly to avoid splashing. If any of the liquid inside accidentally touches your skin, rinse the area immediately with cool tap water for 15 minutes. On day 2, wake up at the exact same time you started the clock on day 1.
Collect the final sample.
This is your final specimen, and it must be included. Write down this final date and time on the jug's label. Your 24-hour collection period is now complete. Sticking to this precise clock guarantees your sample represents exactly one full biological cycle, ensuring the lab receives a complete dataset with no missing information. With your collection finished, ensure the lid on the jug is sealed tightly. Keep the container in the refrigerator or place it in a cooler with ice to prepare it for safe transport. You need to bring the container to the laboratory as soon as possible, ideally within 1 to 2 hours of your final morning collection. Once the lab receives your sample, they look at a specific metric shown on this gauge, your urinary creatinine excretion. This is a built-in quality check to verify that your collection was actually complete. If your creatinine levels drop below the minimum threshold, the laboratory knows that urine was missed during the 24-hour window. The test will be voided, and you will have to restart the entire process. When you strictly follow the dietary restrictions and perfectly execute the 24-hour schedule, you lock in the integrity of your sample. Your careful preparation provides the exact measurements your physician needs. With accurate data, they can confidently rule out or begin treating a serious endocrine disorder.